Blackwater Report. Today we'll review June 11th and June 20th meetings for the City Council. The June 11th was a regular City Council meeting and June 20th was a Committee of the Whole. So let's review.
We're going to come to order so that we can begin the City Council meeting. We
had more discussion on Mayor Lindsay's TPO position.
You stated in public that you have resigned from the TPO. You have
I did not
Can I
state
finish?
that.
Milton Mayor Heather Lindsay is stepping down as Transportation Planning Organization representative for the city.
The next meeting for the TPO is tomorrow, but since I haven't started my new job until June 17th, it did not appear to me to be any basis to appoint someone new before that meeting.
It's still a conflict of interest.
I haven't resigned.
Well, the perception in the public is that you have.
Okay.
I hear it quite often.
No, it's not. Don't speak for me.
There was a vote to remove Mayor Lindsay from the position. That was vetoed, then a revote. This eventually ends in a vote to remove Mayor Lindsay from the TPO position. We did have some good news for the City of Milton come from an unlikely spot. The City Auditor.
Our auditor here to present the report of the 2018 City Audit. Thank you so much, folks. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a long presentation.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you for asking me about the presentation before, but I think we were a little misunderstood.
Oh, okay.
4 to 5 minutes, not 45.
5.
I can read the whole audit report to you in 45
What great news! Wow. You are everybody's hero.
We have a citizen speak up for the Drug Task Force here in Milton. What updates there are.
For the last 2-3 meetings, the Drug Task Force has no longer been on the agenda.
Next, the council chooses number 7 on a list that Mr. Jorgensen had provided to council in reference to Main Street Milton.
Item 1293, Main Street, Milton. We're addressing the disposition of Main Street, Milton, an issue that has divided our community. Committee recommends option number 7.
Here we have Councilman Powell clarify.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify the committee recommended approval to fund Main Street Milton at the same level for the next 3 years and for the facade grants to come before the council for final approval.
And we wrap this meeting up with a couple of points of good news. Joyful Noise Music Store will be celebrating 20 years here in Milton. We'll be down on Highway 90. That'll be Saturday, June the 29th. And June the 28th, right back over here, there'll be a lighting ceremony on the boardwalk. So that will be fun to see. Great, that completes June 11th. Moving forward, we go to June 20th.
Welcome to this meeting of the Committee of the Whole.
And there's a lot to talk about cemeteries. The Milton Cemetery will be getting their checkbook back as they can continue business.
Councilwoman Hathaway has agreed to second is as follows. This council is directing the city manager and the city attorney to work with the board for the cemetery to update its bylaws and the ordinance for consistency. This council voices its support for this board and the way it's managed the cemetery. This board may have back the checkbook and the debit card for continuing expenses during this process of updating, which will take about 3 months.
Both cemeteries have some paperwork to do, but it looks like Kaiser Cemetery will have funds withheld until they can get their paperwork in order.
So therefore, I move that no check shall be issued until Kaiser get it together with the people. There was no board election and all of this, no bylaws, and not even following the directives of the bylaws and stuff that was set and established in 1887. The LEAP committee, and they promised that did not happen until April of this year. And that was registered in Tallahassee.
So you're telling me that you guys have been giving funds to them since what, 20 years, and they're just registered this year?
To the best of my knowledge.
Next, we see a Milton citizen receive some information about the D.R. Horton issue.
The city's engineer, Ken Horn, has indeed conducted an analysis on the drainage issues in Magnolia Bend at the Franklin residence and has rendered his opinion that the issues are the result of the actions of the home builder, D.R. Horton. I have since been instructed recently to establish a meeting that will take place on Thursday of next week here at City Hall. And that meeting will be between several members of city staff, Mr. Horn himself, as well as representatives of D.R. Horton.
Next, the Drug Task Force is brought back up, but this time Chief Tyndall and Councilwoman Hathaway have a bit more to offer.
Yes, our task force is up and running. Last Thursday we did our first operation with the combined law enforcement agencies of Gulf Breeze, Santa Rosa, and the Milton Police Department. We've met our training goals, everything that's required to receive federal funding, and like I say, ours on our end is up and running.
I met with Randy, and we actually want to possibly create a citizens advisory task force. It would just help identify issues, challenges, concerns, educational programs, treatments for addiction, resource center information, and it would just be citizens of the city. So I would like to put in the form of a motion to create this, and then I will work with staff to develop a path forward to achieve the objective of it.
Wings Over Milton resurfaced, and it looks like we have 5 submissions that made the cut. We'll find out more about who will win this contest at the next executive meeting. Don't forget, this weekend we have lighting at the Riverwalk. That's June 28th, and Joyful Noise will be having an event at their location on June 29th. All right, Milton, we got a lot going on this summer, so enjoy, be safe, and we'll see you at the next meeting.